Oh my god!
I wish I said it. I was actually thinking it because
It's actually really good, yeah.
Yes.
Because there's no purify.
Exactly.
Most of them are gonna go flick. Oh my god.
strong counter set. There's so much dive. Back of my head, I wish I said Tigreal because maybe that's why they picked up a Valentina also so early.
I wish you said it too, man.
You did
Down
say
the
it. We
line.
heard you.
No, I didn't say
We
it.
heard
We
you.
heard you,
We
bro.
heard you.
Thank
Said
you.
it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Loud and clear.
I
Loud
was
and
reacting
clear.
when I saw it. The Tig is such a good pick here, but it will be slower. Won't be as fast.
Pretty useless pre-4.
Yeah, pretty useless pre-level 4.
He's literally gonna have to blink, man.
Yeah, the hurdle is that's the main climb here.
Bro, Sigibu went vengeance on Freya.
Yeah, he needed to up against this Tigreal. So that's actually a good adjustment on the fly for that Freya to just go for the vengeance now. And plus you also shut down the clock a little bit more. Match point. Suddenly, here comes another surprise for Yangon Galacticos. They go for the Tigreal. Everybody's first roamer, I would like to think so. While Aurora goes for a very standard lineup, but with one of the picks of the tournament in the Freya Gold. Is it gonna be game 3 or will it end here?
Yeah.
I hope, you know, because we're in the knockouts and it's this play-in stage, I hope we do get to see a game 3 here. But I do have to say that Aurora's draft works really well. The Tigreal, though, yeah, was...
Oh my god. Oh. What a dirty play here, TNZ! With a steal at level 1. If game 1 wasn't tilting enough for Han. Oh, TNZ, you monster.
They're not letting loot. They're not letting go, man.
Oh my. This, as a jungler myself, surrender, guys. Like, that's what I would say to my team.
You're one of those. Oh, Rosa. You're one of those, huh?
I'm one of those, bro. If
One
my
of those
purple
players.
gets stolen and then an Esme shows up on orange, I'm like, yo, guys, I'm done.
Type GG.
Yeah, okay, to be fair, this is like one of the tough things about having to take in the Valentina at the center. If the opposing team clears up significantly faster, then there's that avenue. So for them to make the call of TNZ, start orange, and then after that, you're going to go up to purple, see if you can get an invade there. That was a really good call by Aurora Gaming, and then they walk away with it, delaying this joy even more.
Yeah, you can see from Sigiboom too. Very, pretty much same emblems. So it is that weapon mastery, quantum charge here still for them. Dude, they're not letting go at all, man. They want to go ahead and choke out Han.
Han has no farm. And I mean, we were saying this is going to be the climb for Yangon. The pre-level 4, first 5 to 6 minutes of the game, but I didn't expect it would be because they cannot get a proper farming pattern for their jungler.
Yeah, this is one of the things too, is it's going to take a minute for Blink on the Tigreal to really catch up. Now, maybe they show face here around this turtle, but I don't think they should. Feather Airstrike drop down too.
Wait, the lethal ignition! Rosa gets the pick. TNZ gets the turtle. Purify out from Ying. Thank goodness is what White Cheer is saying, because Pago, if he had 4, that was another kill.
First blood in the hands of Rosa. Like I was saying, Rosa loves this pick. Oh,
They go in. Valkyrie's descent. Oh, it is so over. Han will fall while being so far down already.
I think this is where you type it, right? This is where you type in GG. But it's rough because that was also just a bait. And as I was going to say, Rosa loves this Farsa. Not only that, but then you pull play like that with the team here, and then you build up this little lead already this early on. Again.
Airstrike, Purify out, Stitch. He's
Drop
got the
Stitch.
moves, man.
Yep. Good side steps, but at this point, they're definitely going to be climbing all the way from below to see if they can make a comeback here. It'll be easy for Aurora Gaming to stretch this lead out to 4,000, then 6,000 into an insurmountable 10,000 plus gold lead if it continues going their way. If Yangon cannot somehow miraculously get trades through objectives, they're not going to be able to come back.
Corrosive Scythe now for Sigiboom. Just a couple hundred gold behind, but that's again because he has been rotating. Oh, Explosion.
Explosion, Tsunami Slam as well. They're able to get one more on the board. Valkyrie's Descent coming down as Blink is able to shovel back, but Han gets caught. TNZ on a killing spree. And even there, it's not worth it. Han for Pagu.
That feels bad, man, for Han, because now, yeah, even further behind. Dude, he's level 5. Oh,
What? They popped Stitch.
Bro, Rosa and TNZ are something else in this game. I can't tell like who I like even more in this one. Rosa feels like he's everywhere, reading every rotation for Yangon, while TNZ started things off because of the good call and read to steal away the purple buff early on.
And now he gets Genius Wand already, so that's locked in. They're not letting loose, man.
Oh my god, right as he comes back up, Feathered Airstrike takes him out. Rosa's on a killing spree, and Han is still 2 levels down as Tianzi goes for the turtle. This will put him in a very, very good spot as he probably will go for the orange buff as well, dude. Free turtle, mounted shocker, Ying trying to run away. Tianzi just goes for the clear. Siggy Boom in the bottom lane now. Can he 1v3? Flicker implosion from Blink. The Vengeance is on cooldown.
Yeah.
All right, they get something though. Like Yangon had to get something, and you know, with right now complete control across the map for Aurora Gaming, they're going to continue to go ahead and stay on this side of the jungle, but they are low after pushing where they could. An Oracle pick up some of the first items now coming into place. They gotta have an answer for Rosa, man. Rosa scaling up nicely alongside Tianzi here.
Yeah, the Genius Wand, and it's the good old classic rapid boost for it for the even faster rotations. That's why he's able to get to the key spots that Yangon Galacticos did not expect a Farsa there to be. The kill onto Siggy Boom's Freya does slow things down just a little bit, but that is a consolation prize in what has been Aurora getting the first grand prize every time.
Wait, they go all in on Blink. The mounted chakra was actually whiffed there. Han in the back line trying to go for some damage. Is able to lock them down as Han goes for the electrifying Pete, but the song ain't painful, rather the Feathered Airstrike is, man. Those shots are hitting big time. The Airstrike again on Blink. They're getting all in on Ying. Now Implosion on 3, but the Purify out from Lunar. It'll just be Pagu.
Wow, I'm surprised that no one went down. I mean, you can see that Aurora Gaming is kind of like brute forcing their way into these fights under the turret, and Yangon Galacticos able to survive the majority of it, but still they're losing around the map here. Han trying to catch up any way he can. Pop the beats. Oh, okay. Yeah, he's gotta get out of there. Turtle's up though, so you're most likely just gonna lose all the objectives. You kind of buckle in and wait for that lore to come up.
We also did discuss once that Tigreal was picked up, the strengths it has in the team fights, and despite the lead that Aurora has, those strengths are still there. Implosion will still stop the divers of Aurora from dealing damage. It's can Aurora recover and hold on long enough to make sure that it doesn't wipe them out?
See if they can. I don't think, again, you're going to be able to do anything in this. Han might try to make an angle.
Oh shit, what? They steal it, Han! He's able to go in, shut down for Lina! On a killing spree now, and all of a sudden, Yangon Galacticos are back in the game. The goal lead's gone!
Implosion, baby!
I'll take it back. I was like, I don't think they're going to be able to do anything against that. Han's like, hold my beats, man.
They all stuck together. Did they forget they're up against a Tigreal? What was Aurora doing? Clumped up together like that. That's the easiest setup in Ultimate for Blink.
Yeah, look at this replay here. That's the question. What happened here? Han,
Blink
on this offside. Look at Blink. Big implosion. Ooh, there goes your lead that you built up for the past, 7.5 minutes up to this point.
I'm just waiting for the Tsunami Slam. Now Han can actually go back in with the rest of the team. That's their only peel tool, right? All right. The YG are going to stay chill. They just got to win. Gold leads back to 0, by the way.
Yeah, pretty much even game. This top turret will go down. Stitch grabs that. And now Lina.
Blink.
Oh, they use that conceal. They're not. I think they wanted to catch Seaboom, but under the safety of this turret alongside with Lunar here. So now with this kind of shift in the game, Yangon Galacticos finds themselves pretty much evening out across the items as well. Almost a Holy Crystal built up for Han. He's nearly caught up in levels on top of it. So Han dealt with so much pressure in the early game. Well, now he finally gets to move around the map.
They're going to go all in on Ying. Purify out of there, though. Is he going to try to look for more? It does look like that's going to be the case here. Ying. Never mind.
Decided to push him back, and with the Tsunami Slam in the hands of the Valentina, an avenue also to initiate without the Tigreal nearby. This is going to be the tough thing for Aurora to decide. How are they going to poke down the frontliners and Ying or Blink? Because you want to be able to poke down the frontliner so that you force out maybe an early implosion, one that you're a little bit more ready to deal with. But you don't have a traditional marksman to do that. All the poking is in the hands of Stitch.
Oh, shit again from Blink! He finds Tianzi! Now the Tsunami Slam not doing much. Stitch in the back line now going to be all in by Siggy Boom as he pops into Vengeance as well. That Stitch taken down, but Han comes in with a song that gets him a mega kill.
Ooh, I'm not sure if that was the fight that they wanted at all. Aurora Gaming checked once again by the implosion from Blink, and now the Lord is up. There's no way they can contest this. TNZ's down, and they just have to watch the Lord take.
This is how every Tigreal experience goes through when we play solo queue. You struggle early on, you're wondering where the hell is the set, and here comes Blink with 2 to 3 big time sets to completely turn it to the favor of Yangon Galacticos. And with the last one, well, that was all Blink. Even if Aurora Gaming, you could say, yeah, they were slightly off position. You would not expect that set to come out of nowhere like that.
Yeah,
Did say
Tigreal
he was useless pre-4.
I was gonna say he's literally like, guys, just wait till 4.
We have been saying it. It will be that is the mountain to climb, the hurdle to climb for Yangon. The first 5 to 6 minutes a game, and then they found the big turnaround at around 6 to 7 with that big implosion. That was it, bro.
Yeah.
Chastise Pauldron.
Chastise Pauldron. He's got the Athena Shield. Trinity now achieved here and locked in for Stitch. The Lord is going to go down here, so no tier 2 turn to the mid just yet. But Yangon Galacticos has fought and crawled their way on the sacred hammer of Blink and his implosions. And also, it's just pairing up really well with the fact that for the majority of the time, Lina does have the Tsunami Slam. He hasn't taken the Feathered Airstrike too often in these fights, so they have a couple of options when they want to start a fight or if they have to peel for Stitch. So now, with this once again, they'll go ahead and continue to knock down some of these tier 2 turrets where they can, but Aurora Gaming will still go ahead and defend those.
Yangon allowing the minion wave to do majority of the work in terms of the macro while applying pressure into the bottom side of the jungle of Aurora. Slow handling of the minion wave in mid as well. Sigiboom will not be... They're delaying Sigiboom being able to last it and get the farm there comfortably. Item check. I want to look at that. Oh, we already saw the Chastise on the take. Marksman, neck and neck. Items, neck and neck. A slight advantage for the EXP laner in Ying, but there's a lot of shields that Lunar can work through.
It's one of those things because it's relatively even aside from the XP lane where it's coming down to those team fights and how they approach it. I think for the biggest obstacle for Aurora Gaming is surviving that initial initiation of that set, whether that's from Lina, whether that's the implosion from Blink, and being able to avoid that. Now the problem with this lineup too is they seem to just kind of stay close together, clumped up in a way, because TNZ also has to be crucial that he doesn't get caught out by one of those. And, you know, so it almost makes it counterintuitive for them to just kind of be like, okay, we got to protect TNZ, but we also just don't want to be in a situation where we allow Blink that favorable implosion to set up. So that's a whole lot for Aurora Gaming to kind of decide as they get towards this next objective, which is going to be in about 10 seconds on the Lord.
Man, YG really made us forget about what happened in the early portions of the game, dude.
Yep.
Because if you look at it, if you just joined, by the way, Aurora were smashing Yangon at the start of the game because of a steal from TNZ level 1.
Oh, he had a 3,000 gold lead at most at one point, maybe even closer to 4,000. But it was one big setup by Blink at around Turtle 2 or Turtle 3, if I'm not mistaken, where Aurora just stood together and they eventually felt the hammer of Blink fall down on them. 12 minutes and 50 seconds in this game with the Lord already up. Second one of this game. Yangon still with a threat of their Tigreal will always have advantage in positioning.
Ooh, Wind of Nature for Stitch.
Yeah.
He can go all in now.
That's why you have kind of this stalemate right now for Lord. Neither team really can commit to it because it's not like there's one big advantage from either side. It's more so of just how they're choosing to team fight.
Oh, they want pick-off.
Yeah.
Gonna kill Han. Stay on the purple buff.
Are they going for Han?
Oh my god, good dodge for the airstrike coming down. No, Han gets away, just barely pops in, electrifying beats. No feather airstrike, no mountain shocker, no retreat for both junglers.
Oh, that's big. That's actually quite a bit of resources. So I don't know if they still want to delay this Lord take. Good damage from Rosa too on Stitch. Wow. Again, you got to respect what this Farsa from Rosa can do. Purple buff secured. Oh.
Yeah.
Just checking things out. By the time they actually commit to this, all those resources on both sides will be back up. We'll see if they need to take this tier 1 down. Oh, Divine Glaive picked up too. Ying in trouble? Potentially.
He's holding it in. Look at the Lord, though. It's going to be very, very low now. It's implosion from Blink! Again, bringing TNC back into the fray, into the electrified beats. TNC very low, still able to count away, able to find the shutdown with the blazing duet from Stitch. Gets enough damage to take him down now with Lina there. He's going to be able to count away. Seaboom jumps in over to Stitch, but when nature actually saves him for a long time. But Seaboom's right there. Stitch falls in the end to Lunar. But YG have taken the Lord and 3 members down. Now it's Lunar against 3. Jumps back in. Falling Star Move, picking up a double kill. Lina kiting away. Now backing off to the tier 2.
Man, again, it came down to the team fight. Even Sigiboom holding on to go into that Valkyrie mode to fight that off, but the Lord secured it by Yangon Galacticos, and it was TNZ getting caught. Just a great decision from Blink to find the right target and it just slow things down, and then it came out to that team fight. But ultimately, even across the board, Lord is dealt with already. There will be a tier 2 turret that falls in the mid, so a very small win on the grand scheme of things for Yangon Galacticos.
Yeah, they do steal the purple buff away, so they'll be able to extend the lead even further. TNZ being in that bush, that was a blind read by Blink. I mean, he had a very good idea that he was there. Decided to flicker forward and then even use the implosion outside of the bush, pulling TNZ in, which is why I was wondering why TNZ didn't try to at least move out of that area. If he moved a little bit closer to Lord on the other side of the wall, it would be hard for TNZ to reach, and he could try to time it with a tracer so that he could somehow get the retry. But in the end, it was Lina who walked away with it. Han was also dealing with a lot of things. Aurora Gaming, they still have not found the solution to the stick reel in the big team fights.
Those are nukes, man.
Those hurt.
That's a Divine Glaive now, too, for Rosa. So, you know, amidst it all, Rosa, once again on this farce, has done really well staying alive, not getting caught by, you know, Blink or even Lina when he has the Tsunami Slam. And this has kind of been the case. Like, Aurora has, when Farsa has been given over to Rosa, Rosa usually has, like, pretty solid games, just like this one. So it's still a matter of kind of this push and pull that's happening here. You can see really the gold lead or anything like that doesn't really matter at this point. It's all the execution now at this stage of the game. Stitch pretty much fully locked in. Not sure if he'll end up opting for a winner crown eventually too. I know he had the winner of nature, but it is going to be a tier 2 turret getting knocked down. So with Aurora Gaming and the way they fought, they will get a little bit of space to work with on the map. Now, eventually it's all just going to lead to this next Lord once again, and as we get closer to that 18-minute mark when it is going to be evolved, it's going to be a little bit difficult to deal with on both sides on how they decide to approach it.
Yeah.
But again, you know, it's more of this kind of push and pull on both sides.
The problem still stands for Aurora. They don't have the continuous poking that can be dished out by a traditional marksman onto the frontliners. It's just Yangon. What I appreciate about them in the Lord takes is, okay, maybe they'll start off the Lord, they'll start dealing the damage, and they know that they can't lose their frontliners through poking slowly. So then that benefits them. That allows them to do what Blink has been easily doing for majority of the game. But Tianzi is holding a very interesting position that could be a huge gamble that might actually be more deadly than it is rewarding.
And Lina's holding on to the Fettered Airstrike this time, not the Tsunami Slam like we've seen previously. So Stitch starts with the sword. Look at the positioning too from Rosa.
Lina's gonna be sent up top. Oh my god.
Are they gonna go for Lina? Lina doesn't know, I don't think. Oh, Mount Shocker used.
Oh, too risky, too risky.
Yeah, too risky of a play.
Yeah.
They just
can't do
wanted
that.
a good reset.
Yep.
Singing Boom applies the pressure in the mid, but Stitch and Ying are there. It's just going to be a dance and a long one. What if seeing the fray down in the bottom lane means Yangon Galacticos will go for the rush?
Oh, they might.
It looks like it.
Yeah. Wait, he hasn't showed yet.
He hasn't, yeah.
They don't know, actually, so they get the call to come back up here from Seaboom. There's... Seal's going to be used. Stunned there. Half health under the Lord.
Ying zone in the back line now. Rosa and Tienzi zoned away. Lunar going to be looking for the falling Sun with Stitch. Dodging away from the knockup, but it gets caught by it. It's going to be Blazing Duet coming down as Han wins out the red tree, but it's going to be the zoning again from Blink, doing the same thing over and over to Tienzi. Stitch buys a rose gold, is able to escape. Siggy Boom now jumps in over on Liam, but is still able to keep himself alive for so long. In the end, it's a shutdown as Han gets caught with falling Star Moon, and Tienzi picks up the kill, but Siggy Boom will fall as well. But it's stun from Rosa. Blink loses immortality. Ying walking up again. Stitch trying to go for some damage over on Lunar, but Tienzi and Rosa has got really good backup. Falling Star Moon landing on Ying. The push down on Ying from Rosa with a feathered airstrike.
Again, a great team fight for the objective. Although it does go over to Yangon to Galacticos, Aurora Gaming will find a couple of kills. And with Stitch still alive and a Blazing Duet available, you can see him swap into the winner crown. Their job is to just defend. And I'm not sure if Aurora Gaming is going to get much more other than that tier 2 turn in the mid as it does fall.
He pays up Blazing Duet in the winner crown. Rosa clean. Doesn't even use the Purify, right? Yeah, didn't have it.
Yeah. That was just wings by wings. Still deathless, this Rosa. And this Farsa could be on the way to an MVP performance with everything that Rosa has had to deal with on his own. In the last big fight also, Boom deserves flowers, holding back the damage dealers of Yangon Galacticos for as long as he did, walking away with a kill onto Lina to boot.
Yep.
They needed that from the Turkish Sugar Man, and he delivered.
Oh,
They're really gonna all in on Uranus.
they just okay. That doesn't happen. Is there going to be a counter punch here though? Blink does have Flicker available, but I don't think he can just get to the targets. It was good, kind of dispersed too. Notice how Aurora Gaming being a little more dispersed when they want to go ahead and avoid Blink from setting them up. So a bit of an item swap once again. The Stitch picks up the Wind of Nature. Oh, these feathered airstrikes, man.
Ouch. Absolute bombs being delivered by Rosa right now. So Yangon Galacticos will handle this slowly. They know they can't get within range of the feathered airstrike. It will bring Lina and Stitch down low so they can really just depend on the big team fight and the objectives. What Blink has been doing over and over again. But then now the question is, can they? Because Boom is at that point where he can single-handedly stop 4 members of Yangon by himself while dealing damage, while threatening a kill trade.
Yep.
So will Blink try to set, or will he need to protect?
We're going to see it unfold once again. This Evolve the Lord powered up this time, just like the previous fight. It's all about the positioning and the space that both the teams and even the roamers have available to them. That far lane wave going to have to be handled. It looks like Lunar did just that. So now Aurora, how do they approach this? You can see Han and Lina up here. No buff for Han, as it was stolen just a bit ago. Mountain Shocker used to get the information. Lunar.
Falling Star Moon lands on stage. He's still doing a lot of damage over on Lunar. Pops into BMI. Now Pagu
Gets a Purify.
Tsunami slam into the Purify. Ying with the Consecration still holding this position onto the bush in the mid lane, but the wave is pushing in, and the slow push up top has been built up by Aurora Gaming. So YG are in a bad spot.
And this was all what they decided to do. Rosa making his way up there too to cut that wave potentially, or maybe.
I think he's expecting someone to rotate there, but no one's rotating. Oh, what a flank from Rosa!
No one sees him. No one sees him.
No one sees Rosa.
By the airstrike coming down, landing over on Stitch. Now he's gonna be the full lockdown as he doesn't have the Purify, and look at that! Blazing by cancelled out, Factory's descent by Boom! And he finds him! TNZ's still able to find Immortality in time, now kites away! That's a Tsunami slam to lock Han away! Win a crown of the Immortality, but he's gonna have it pop! And he will for sure die. TNZ takes him out as Blink tries to run away. Boom is cutting him down! And he doesn't! Lina falls to Pagu! Ying will fall as well! Aurora Gaming had wiped the Yangon Galacticos out!
And they'll wipe them out and march down the mid lane for a victory here.
They bought the winner crowns. You know what's coming! It's a wipeout. There is nothing they can do to fight back. Aurora Gaming. Ice cold finisher as they sweep Yangon Galacticos.
It tested them and it looked hairy at times. But count on the Thorn Queen to remind you who you're up against. Rosa leads Aurora to a sweep.
Man, we said it throughout the entirety of the game, and we saw it in the draft too. Farsa in the hands of Rosa is just phenomenal to see, man. And then, you know, that last decision there, I thought Rosa was going up to swing up and potentially, you know, cut that wave a little bit more and push that top side, but then I think the call came through that, hey, no one's over here, I'm going to swing around, and they were able to go ahead and make it happen. And even so, Lina had the Tsunami Slam, I believe, and then they got caught down in the artillery of the Feathered Airstrike and one of those even clipping Stitch to the point where he had to pop the winner crown early on, tried to switch things out, but then it just got taken care of. And so that decision, and that's why all that time it was like, all right, it's all down to positioning for these Lord fights. It's been so close. Think about every single team fight we saw leading around the objectives, and especially the Lords, was a back and forth. It was almost a 50-50 who had the upper hand, and that one, that time, it came out with Aurora Turkey having that win.
This is what we were saying about Aurora, man. They are a team that always has 3 carries. See, boom, TNZ, Rosa. Because Rosa doing what he did in this entire series, especially in this game number 2, as a Farsa. That was a Farsa that felt like an assassin. That looked more like a Gushin cosplay to me.
That was, bro. Imagine an assassin with range like that, dude. He was dropping bombs. And again, what a bait on the Purify by Pago in the end. It was that stopped Stitch from being a threat, right? You bait out the Purify, so the next time we go all in, it just takes a knock-up from Sigiboom to cancel out the Blazing Duet there.
Yeah.
And that's why I
Turn
Back-to-back victories for both Auroras, ladies and gentlemen, as we welcome them up on stage for this winner's interview. Welcome. How are you guys feeling right now? What's going through your head?
We are so good right now.
Oh, you're so good, like you're feeling good. Feeling good. What about you, Rosa? You feeling good?
Same, yeah.
Same. I'm pretty sure the adrenaline is still kicking in. We do have Lunar here to translate as well for these questions. We're gonna start off with Tianzi. So we're curious, do both Auroras help each other out?
İki Aurora da birbirine yardım ediyor diyor. Yani Aurora biz.
Evet, scrimler yani birlikte çok fazla scrim attığımız için bize yardım ediyorlar.
We scrimmed a lot against them, so we're technically helping each other.
Okay, so they scrim with each other. Is there insight that perhaps Aurora Philippines share to Aurora Turkey?
Yani bizde paylaştıkları bir şey var.
Hayır, yok, sadece scrim atıyoruz ve onlardan öğrenebildiğimiz kadar.
No, we're not sharing anything. We're just scrimming at each other and trying to learn things from them, and they're learning from us.
I see. So you're scrim partners, but that's it. So no trade secrets that are happening between the Auroras. Another question at TNZ, we were wondering, considering that of course Aurora Turkey has their own unique hero pool, but YG has a lot of comfort picks as well. Was YG a difficult team to prepare against because of this hero pool?
Hero pool'umuz çok geniş ama onların da yani böyle çok konfor pikleri vardı. Onlara karşı hazırlanması zor mu?
Evet, zor. Onlar cidden gerçekten iyi oynuyor ama biz daha iyi oynuyoruz.
Kitleri ne diyor? Kitlerine hazırlanmak zor muydu diyor.
Evet, zor.
He said, yeah, preparing against them was hard because they're playing very good, but today we played better than them, he said.
They played better today. Difficult to prepare against, but they played better. We like to hear that, the confidence coming through as well. We're now going to shift off to Rosa. Hi, Rosa. It's so great to see you once again. Rosa, we're very curious because earlier today we were able to catch up with the Turkish broadcast, and they mentioned that your lineup right now, Aurora Turkey, is the strongest lineup that they've ever assembled. Do you agree?
Evet. Şu ana Türkiye yayınlarıyla buluştuk galiba, öyle bir şey olmuş.
Bizim en iyi şu an kadromuz.
Evet. Şu anki kadro dünyanın yani
Evet, bence şu anki Türkiye'de kurulmuş kadro en iyi kadromuz. Yani kesinlikle. Böyle devam edeceğini düşünüyorum şu anda.
yes, he agrees that this is the best roster right now, and TNZ also adds that it will never be the same as this roster. This is the best, he says.
This is the best and it will not be better than this.
Yeah.
Is that what he said?
Yeah, he said, yeah.
Okay, amazing. On that note, do you think that you guys can achieve more this time here in the M series?
M serisinde daha fazlasını yapabilir. Yeah, of course, he said.
Okay, so what are we looking at here? Top 2, top 3, top 4?
Always being a champion.
Okay, number 1. That's their aim for both Rosa as well as TNZ. Before we let you rest, we do want to know if you have a message that you want to relay over to your fans.
Bizi desteklemeye devam edin. Elimizden en iyisini yapacağız.
Keep supporting us. We will try to do our best.
Keep supporting us and we'll try to do our best. Rosa, do you have something to add?
Bir şey eklemek ister misin?
Ya o kadar yani bizi gerçekten desteklediklerini görebiliyoruz yani ve bu bizi gerçekten mutlu ediyor.
Yeah, he has nothing to add. He just says that we can see that they're supporting us. He's just very grateful for them.
Amazing. Because a lot of Indonesians are also supporting you, Rosa. I'm seeing the chatter. I'm seeing the support coming through for Rosa. But once again, congratulations, Aurora Gaming. Because we're now going to break that game down, that 2-0. How did that happen?